So, question 4. So, we're given a table of data, and this table of data has distances from a lake and the number of mosquitoes caught in the trap that distance from the lake. Now, it's believed that the number of mosquitoes caught varies linearly with the distance in meters of the trap from the lake, and we're told to find out a few things. So, first of all, we have to find out the Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient, and then the equation of the regression line of y on x. Now, it's very easy to do. It's all calculator based. It's just a few methods that you have to know. But first, we need to set the calculator up in the correct way. So start by pressing mode and then scroll up. If you can find stat diagnostics on your screen, make sure that is switched on by highlighting on and pressing enter. If you do not have stat diagnostics listed there is another way to do it. It's a little bit more long, but it's not that hard. Press second and then catalog. This brings up a catalog of all the functions in the calculator. Notice that it says little a up in the right hand corner there. This means alpha switched on, so we can jump to whichever letter we want. And if we look at the x minus 1 key, there's a D there, so we just press x minus 1 and that jumps us straight to D. Now all we have to do is scroll down from D to find diagnostic on. Once we find it, we press enter twice, and that has the same effect as switching the stat diagnostics on in the mode function there. Okay, now we're ready to start. So the first thing we have to do is put this table of data into the calculator. So the easiest way to do that is press stat. We're going to edit some lists, press enter. Now our x variables are going to go in list 1 and our y variables are going to go in list 2. But look, we've already got something in list 1. So let's clear that out, scroll up and highlight L1, press clear, and then press enter, and you'll notice that all the information that was there has now been removed. Okay, the next thing we can do is start to put the information in. So we start putting 8 and then enter, and with each number that we put in, we just press enter after it, storing it into the calculator. Okay, then we put in the next numbers: 78, 75, 72, 67, 66, 59, 59, 53. Okay, and we just check that we put those in correctly. To me, that looks right. Okay, and now we're ready to actually work out the Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient R and the equation of the regression line. So all we have to do is do stat, scroll right to calc, and then scroll down to linear regression. Press enter. Our x list, remember we said, was going to be L1, so that should be L1 there. Our y list should be L2, and that should be L2 there. Our frequency list, we don't have a frequency list. We're not storing anything here, so all we need to do is scroll all the way down to calculate. Now if you had something in the frequency list of the store here, just make sure that's deleted out so that it's not going to affect our calculation, and then just press enter. And there we go. We've actually worked out everything for part A, and all we have to do now is write it down onto the page. So Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient R is the R that's written on the screen here. So all we have to do is write that down. So part 1 is minus 0.997777 0.7775. And we're going to write that to 3 significant figures. So remember, we start with the first non-zero from the left. 1, 2, 3. Draw our line. The 7 is bigger than 5, so that makes this 7 here go up. And it gives us an answer of minus 0.998. Okay, and that's part 1 done. Easy. Let's do part 2. We're given 2 numbers here. We're told that A is equal to minus 0.469713. I'm just going to go a little further. I'm not going to write it all down. And then we're told that B is equal to 81.727965. Okay, and so what we're going to do is write each of these numbers to 3 significant figures. So with A, we count from the first non-zero, which is 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. Draw a line. And this gives us an answer of minus 0.470. Okay? And then B, we're going to do the same. We're going to count from the first non-zero, which is 8. And then 1, 2, 3, and draw a line. And this gives us 81.7. Now we can write down our formula, which is y equals minus 0.470x plus 81.7. And that is our equation of the regression line y on x. Now we're going to use this formula to work out what the estimate for the number of mosquitoes caught in the trap that is 28 meters from the lake. So what we're going to do here is plug in 28 for x. So part B is here, so it's going to be y equals minus 0.470 28 plus 81.7. Now we can just go to the calculator and do this calculation here. So minus 470 times 28 plus 81.7. So that estimates that we have 68.54 mosquitoes. Okay, and to 3 significant figures, that is 68.5 mosquitoes. So let's just write that in at the bottom. Okay, and that's question 4.